Okay, these books I think are definitely some of my favorites. It's a pair, and it is Crier's War and Iron Heart by Nina Varela. So good. I have nothing but like all the best words to describe these two books. First of all, it's an enemies to lovers story, like full-on enemies to lovers, which is like so, like keeps you on your toes. It's so much longing. Also, everyone, all of the characters, everyone in this world are people of color. All of them. Okay, let me explain this. So, these books, in this other world, humans have created people that aren't human. If that makes any sense. They're called automa, and they are made from magic, kind of. Like alchemists used elements and magic and like stones and things to make these things. They are beautiful and perfect and strong and tall and just like perfect beings. And eventually they have a war of kinds, and the automa take over and now are treating, most of them, are treating humans like dogs. It follows a human girl named Ayla, who lost her family because of the automa just coming into her village and killing everyone, as well as the sovereign's daughter, the sovereign automa king guy. I mean, obviously, enemies to lovers. You can catch the drift there. But oh, it's so good. And in the second book, there's a lot more representation. There's more gay characters, there's non-binary characters, and it's all just like normalized, beautiful. It's so good. It's so good. And like just the story in general is really, really like super creative. I personally would love it to be like a show. That would be amazing. Yeah, it's so good. Like so much recommend, like 100 out of 10. So good. I loved this story. Next, those were all like more fantasy and period pieces. But then I decided to try maybe like a more modern story. So I found Her Royal Highness by Rachel Hawkins. This book, so good. So good. And the audiobook also was incredible. The woman who narrated it was so good with all of the characters. So this book basically, it's also an enemies to lovers story. It's kind of like they got off on the wrong foot story and then developed feelings. But yeah, most of the book takes place in Scotland, at like a school in Scotland, where this girl from Texas goes for a year and basically falls in love with the princess. So it was super, super cute. Another one that needs to be a movie or something. I loved it. I didn't want it to end. I really didn't. I wanted so much more. So good. Okay, and the most recent book that I have read is called Written in the Stars by Alexandria Bellefleur. Bellefleur. This is another one that I did not want to end, even more so than the one before. Also, Her Royal Highness is definitely like a PG-13, maybe even PG book. This one, on the other hand, Written in the Stars, it's so cute, but it's also very sexy and erotic, like unexpectedly. This was the most, I think the most tasteful erotic book out of all of them that I read. Tipping the Velvet was pretty erotic, but that was like more dirty, I would say. But this was beautiful and tasteful, like love scenes. Basically, this book, oh, it's so cute. I didn't want it to end. I didn't want it to end. It's about this girl, Elle, who is super like go with the flow. She's an astrologer, like social media mogul, free spirit. And then this other girl, Darcy, who is super like clean, logistical, loves math and science and things like that. Very non-emotional. Elle is very emotional. Basically they go on this blind date and things go horribly wrong, and then there's situations that Darcy is put in that she has to fake being in a relationship or talking to someone, and Elle kind of gets strung along, and so they have to fake this relationship, and then I'm not gonna tell you what happens after that, so you can find out. But it's so good. I loved the concept. Super cute. It's a little, how it starts is a little bit problematic, but things work out. It's still really cute. Incredible love scenes. So much recommend. I recommend it highly. So yeah, that so far is what I have read. What I read in 2020. I'm gonna keep going. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of content. Once I read more, maybe I'll make another video about those. My recommendations. If you have any recommendations for ones that I should read next, let me know in the comments. The next video will probably be Winona Earp reaction. Do we know when it's starting? Hopefully we find out soon. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more of this kind of content. I hope everyone's holidays were wonderful. I know this year was really weird. I hope that you all stayed safe, didn't do gatherings, and if you did, I hope you wore masks and stayed 6 feet apart. That's what my family did. Yeah, I hope you have a happy new year, and let's hope 2021 is better. I will see you guys in the next one.